So I'm glad you guys are here, and I respect your time. And I know you guys are taking time away from your families, possibly, or other activities that you could be doing. But anyway, we are here. We're partners with BODi, and we're super excited to be sharing with you guys just like, what is this thing? What is being a partner with BODi? What does it involve? What does it entail? All of that. And we want to keep it like 40 minutes. We don't want to take you guys away from your families too long. And I know some of the partners on here only work their BODi business 40 minutes, an hour a day. So I know they're taking some time out of their working schedule. They're taking time out of their family. So the same as you guys. And so I welcome you guys here. My name is Scotty. I'm co-hosting this with Kim Rays, and we also have Jeremy in here. So Kim and I are going to kind of share our story first. We're going to tell you guys a little bit about what coaching involves. Then Jeremy's going to pop in, share a little bit of wisdom himself and why he got involved. And what I want you guys to know as we're sharing, if you guys have questions, please just type them in the chat. Like if something comes to your mind, you're like, what does that mean? Or I have a question that's totally not involved with anything that you guys have said. Put that in the chat as well, because that's what we're here for. Because I remember being in your spot over 12 years ago, trying to decide like, what is that partner thing? Back then it was called coaches, but now we call them partners. Like, what is that? And is it something that I could do? And so forth. So I had a ton of questions. So my journey started with the workout program P90X. I don't know. Have any of you guys heard of that program? Raise your hand if you've heard of P90X. Yeah, I used to see the infomercials on the TV back in the day, get ripped in 90 days. So I got inspired to do it. I committed. One thing about me is when I commit to something, I go all in with it. So I printed out at my job at that time, I made manuals for food processing equipment. So like I got a binder and everything, put a P90X thing, slid it in there, and I printed out my meal plan and I put it in one of the binders while I was at my job. And it was my meal plan for me to follow. And I did P90X, followed the meal plan. And in 90 days, I lost 38 pounds and I had abs for the first time. I was 28, 29 years old. It just gave me this renewed energy. And like I stopped eating Gardettos out of the vending machine at work. I stopped walking down to the gas station and getting 2 rock stars for $3 that I did every day because I worked a 12-hour day, and that was my energy drink to make it through the day. So I committed to the program, lost 38 pounds, and I fell in love with it. But what I didn't expect is friends and people all around me saying like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you are changed, like something's happening to you. And I just fell in love with the process of saying like, oh, I did P90X, just what I told you guys. And I was like, you should do it. Like, you should do P90X. And if they didn't have weights or dumbbells in their house, I'd be like, you should do Insanity. It's all body weight. You don't even need weights. It's something you could totally do. And I fell in love with helping people like that. And I helped people for about 9 months before I actually became a partner, like you guys are considering doing today. But the main reason that I hesitated getting started was I was like, I don't have enough time. I work 12-hour days. I go to work at 5 a.m. I get home at 5 p.m. My wife's at work when I get home. So I have 3 little girls that are ages 5 to newborn. Like, how could I do something else? Because my wife's at work, I'm taking care of them. But it was the birth of my third daughter, Ellie, that inspired me to become a coach. I remember getting to work like 10 minutes before 5, and I was going through my bills and seeing my Blue Cross statement for my insurance. And it was just showing like all that I would owe from her birth. And I remember thinking like, how am I going to pay this? Like I'm already working 12-hour days. I come in every Saturday. I'm there Saturday morning, 6 to 11 a.m. I work 12 hours during the week. My wife's working nights. Like we're already maxed out. Like, how am I going to do this? And I remember just thinking like, man, I'm a college dropout, by the way. I was like, do I need to go back to college? Do I need to get a second full-time job? Like, I was willing to do what it took, but I just didn't know what that was in that moment. And it was just like a feeling that just came to me. It was like, dude, just be a coach. Like, just partner with the company that helped you get incredible results. You're already helping people. You're just not getting paid to do it. Like, you're doing exactly what your coach Lindsay's doing. You're just not getting paid. And this is something you can do without going back to school, without going into more debt, without having a second job. Would take more time away from the family. So it was that morning on April 11th of 2011 that I enrolled as a partner, and I worked my tail off. I remember asking my coach a goal. Like she asked me what my goals were. I said, I want to make $10,000 with this coaching, with this partnering, so that I could allow my wife to not work at nights. I'm willing to work 12-hour days. I just want to be able to work and be able to provide this extra income so my wife doesn't have to work nights. And when I get home from work at 5, we can sit down as a family, eat dinner with our 3 girls, go on walks, and just be together, because that's kind of how I envision my life, right? You know, before you get married, you envision, have a great job, have a nice house, what your day will look like. And for 5 years, we lived separate lives where she worked nights and I worked days. So that was my big goal. My coach told me, I can't promise you $10,000 with this opportunity, but I can promise that your income will be a direct reflection of the number of lives that you change. So that was the moment where I decided I'm going to change as many lives as I possibly can. I worked my butt off. My results were atypical. I sacrificed playing video games, playing softball, drinking beer at night. And I just would get home from my 12-hour shift, take care of my 3 girls by myself. And then when I put them to bed at 8 at night, I would just work on my business every day. And within 14 months, I tripled my full-time job, and I was able to walk away from my job together with my wife. So I've been doing this now as my full-time job for 11 years, which is absolutely incredible and a blessing to us and my family. Also provided us opportunity to bring 2 more children into the world without stress of finances. So after my 3 girls, we got 2 little boys. So here we are. That's my story. That's why I'm here, because I made a commitment that I'm going to always be the example of how to stay healthy and fit for the long term and how to help people know how to build this business. So Kim, I'm going to pass the time over to you and let you share why you're here. What's your story?
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Kim. I started with Beachbody back in 2015. I was scrolling Facebook and I saw someone was running a challenge group for a 21-day fix, and I wanted to lose some weight. I just wasn't feeling great. Like my kids were really little. I have a daughter and a son, and I reached out to her and said, I don't know what you're doing, but I see that you're feeling good and excited, and I love your results. I want to get in on this 21-day fix, whatever it is. So it was actually right around Mother's Day, which was so funny. So I told my husband, can you please buy me this challenge pack for Mother's Day? And he had no idea what I was talking about, but he was like, sure, done, easy, like whatever you want. I don't even have to think about a gift now. And I was like, okay, perfect. So that was May of 2015. I ended up losing 15 pounds using the 21-day fix. I was just doing the nutrition. I was really into group fitness at the time. I was also a runner. So I had like my fitness kind of, but I really got into using the containers. And I love the challenge groups. I love the community. And I was telling everybody like, oh my God, you have to do these groups. They're so much fun. And I've lost all this weight. And everyone's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I love my Shakeology. So I was using like the products, even like with other workouts, but the nutrition, I was just having great results. So then I was like that #1 challenger. I was like always posting, like always checking in. And then I was just sending my coach customer after customer after customer. I was sending her my mom, my uncle, my best friend, my grandmother. Like she had my whole family in the group. And she's like, Kim, seriously, like, what are you doing? Why don't you sign up as a coach? And I was like, no, I work full-time as a nurse practitioner. I have 2 small kids. Like, I don't need the money. Like you do it. Like you take all of this. I am totally fine. Like I'm just having a grand old time. And then it was 9 months later, or February 2016, when I don't know, something hit me about my nurse practitioner job. I was just like, like I'm working urgent care. I'm working my butt off. I'm working every other weekend, long days. I'm like, maybe I could give this coaching thing a try, and I was like, I really enjoy helping people, but as a nurse practitioner and urgent care, everybody was sick, like, which is great, but you never get that like follow-up of, oh my God, I lost, now I feel better about myself, or like my relationship's better, or like all those things. Like that doesn't happen in urgent care. And I was like, I think I want to try this. And so when I told her, she's like, try what? Because she had asked me like 5 times and I had said no. And then finally I was like, I'm saying yes. And she's like, now, like all these months later. So anyways, I signed up in 2016. And then I just immediately started doing 21-day fix challenge groups every single month. And I was pulling people from group fitness, like, and I was like, I want everyone to be on this nutrition plan. So I was like heavy into the nutrition, and I hit Success Club, all of the like benchmarks, like, and I was doing my thing. And then all of a sudden in 2018, 80 Day Obsession came out. And that was like my first like real program. So then I was actually combining the nutrition and the fitness. And then I did the Beachbody Classic, and I had the best results I've ever had out of any fitness program that I had done in my life. And I got on stage and I got in the top 10 of the Beachbody Classic, which is a physique program that they used to have at competition at Summit. And that's when my business really, now I had always hit Success Club, but like once I started combining the fitness and the nutrition, that's when I really saw success in my business. So anyways, the entire time, you guys, I was working as a full-time nurse practitioner. And as the years went on and once COVID hit, I really started to get stressed and depressed, and my job was absolutely horrible and something had to give. I was coming home every single day crying, and I was so blessed to have Beachbody for, I had been working it for quite a 5 or 6 years at that point. And my husband was like, just quit. And I'm like, I can't just quit. And he's like, you got to get out of there. I had shingles. I was like stressed to the max. And so I left my full-time urgent care job as a nurse practitioner. And I found something now very much part-time. And I do telehealth for a pediatrician's office. So I'm still a nurse practitioner. I just do it kind of on my own time. And then I do BODi now full time. So I feel very blessed to have had this opportunity in my life. And so it's pretty much, my story as to how I ended up here.
I love that. Thank you so much, Kim, for sharing. I saw John share on here that he's also in the nursing field as well. So he could really relate to what you were sharing. And I think it's so awesome. One of the things, you worked hard, took your passion for the programs that were working for you, helping people. And then when that time came, when you needed to leave that job that was causing so much stress and what it did for you, that it gave you had the opportunity to step away and do something else, still with nursing, but the coaching helped you make that transition. So I love hearing that story.
And the personal development gives you that like strength, because I had been in my job 15 years and I thought I was going to die there. Like I really thought I would never leave. And like, it gave me, the more I dove into the personal development, which they tell us to do as partners, I gave me the strength to be like, I can do this. I will be okay, leaving this job. So.
Absolutely. Well, you guys might be here thinking, okay, like I heard about Scotty being a partner, Kim's a partner. My friend is saying like, maybe you should think about being a partner or doing what I'm doing. So what is a partner? A partner is somebody that partners with the company BODi. BODi, just for those of you that might not be completely sure yet, is the company originally called Beachbody, been around for like over 25 years, create all the programs like P90X, Insanity. Kim listed 21-day fix. And there's thousands of workout programs. So they have the workout programs, which is called BODi, a BODi platform. On that platform, they also have nutrition plans, extensive nutrition plans called 2B Mindset and the Ultimate Portion Fix, created by registered dietitians and nutritionists. And then they also have incredible mindset masterclasses as well to help you know how to set goals, find happiness, overcome like perfection mindset. There's so much incredible content on there. So partnering with BODi means you partner with that company who also has incredible supplements. You might be using Shakeology or might be using the pre-workout Energize or post-workout protein shake with BCAAs in it called Recover. You could be using any number of those nutritional supplements as well. So as a partner, what you do is you help hold people accountable to achieving goals with their health and fitness. So I like to say there's really 3 things that a coach does. Number one, I always teach my brand new partners that their number one job is their own transformation. So you're continually working on your own health and fitness transformation. That's job number one as a partner. Job number 2 as a partner is reach out, find people, or they reach out to you and you help them get connected with a program, a nutrition plan and or supplements that will help them achieve their goals, and you hold them accountable to achieving those goals. You be their friend in the process that's cheering them on. One of the things I always think about is, when it's funny in the health and fitness field, like you'll be like, if you become the person that starts following a meal plan, going to the gym, you go to like a get together with friends and it's a barbecue and they're like, oh, I don't know if Kim can have this burger. Like, I don't know if we have anything for you. Like, friends kind of like poke at you and tease at you when you're on a health and fitness journey. So one of the things I love about being a partner is you have a whole bunch of friends and community and team that are cheering you on and encouraging you and pumping you up when you're doing all of those good things. So I love that about being a partner. You get to be that for other people. That's job number 2. So 1, for yourself. 2, help other people get results with these programs. And then number 3 is you have the opportunity, the ability to help other people that fall in love with their health and fitness journey become a partner themselves and teach them how to pay it forward. So for example, if I look at someone on here, like I'm working with Nick as a brand new coach. So I help Nick get results with these programs, fall in love with Shakeology. He's like making Shakeology desserts for his family, for his little son all the time. They're in love with the supplements. He's doing the workouts. His wife and him are doing the workouts. I see like his posts in our group, and like his wife's dad is doing a dance workout, and it's like the family doing it, right? So I help Nick fall in love with the programs. And so what you get to do in that point is then help them take that love for the programs and the results and teach them how to help other people, help them know how to become a partner as well, and help them and guide them in building a business as a partner themselves. So those are really the 3 things that you do as a partner. And the way that we hold people accountable to their goals, you don't have to meet up with people in the gym in your hometown or even invite them into your home to do the workout with you. We hold what are called accountability groups or challenge groups. There's an app on the BODi platform called BOD groups, or you can use a Facebook group, whatever feels best to you. Heck, you could even get 3 of your best friends or family members in a text thread and check in with each other every day. So there's multiple ways to do it, whatever feels best to you, to help people hold them accountable. So that's what we do as partners. We take our love for what we're doing and help other people get results. Now, here's the cool thing. And my mind is still blown every time that I wake up and I get to do this, is Beachbody pays you to do that. They pay you to share your results and to help other people get results. So basically how that works is when you refer somebody with your affiliate link or a link that you send them, you get a 25% commission on any consumable product. That could be Shakeology, pre-workout, post-workout, snack bars, collagen, any of the products. You get 25% commission. When somebody orders the BODi platform from you, so the streaming service that houses all the workouts, the mindset content, the meal plans, when they order that from you, you get a 40% commission. Like, I'm always like, it's crazy, because part of my story I didn't tell you when I started, like when I first started like doing P90X, I wasn't a coach yet. I got a pull-up bar online from Amazon. And then I was like, oh, I could be an affiliate with Amazon. I sold like 30 pull-up bars from Amazon with my link, and you get like a 1.5% commission. And I never got paid because you had to hit $100 worth of commissions to get your paycheck. So I referred like 30 pull-up bars, and I never got one commission. And so, when I became a partner and I sold my first set of P90X DVDs for $120 and I earned $30, I was just like, this is crazy. This is like, I'm already doing it, and now I'm getting paid for it. So that's basically what we do as coaches, how you get paid. There is another part when you build a team of partners. So for example, Kim might have invited you here, John or Jeremy or Tate or Nick or Laura. So I'm looking at some of our partners on here. They might have invited you here. So they're building a team of partners, teaming up with other people and teaching them how to build the business. So another cool part of being a partner with BODi is that as your team starts to make sales, build success with their clientele, you get a percentage of what they're doing as well. So you can earn on what your team does, but also those commissions that I shared with you. So with that being said, that's kind of how you generate income. And one thing I do want to share with you guys, because this is an opportunity to become a partner meeting, is BODi doesn't guarantee any level of success or income. It's dependent on your own effort, diligence, and skills. But I'm just so grateful that I get to do this. Is my work. Like on what day is it? Thursday night. I'm at a cabin on the lake where I got to invite my mom, my dad, my sister, my niece, and my couple of my kids. And we just get to just live this incredible life because of the hard work that I put in consistently, and that the CEO was willing to take some of their advertising money that they were doing in doing infomercials and say, hey, you know what? Like, there's people out there that have results of these programs that are referring people to this and bringing in customers to this company, just like our ads are. Let's pay them. And that's what this is. And I absolutely am excited for you guys to start earning some money and getting results and being in this for the long run. Kim, I will pass it back to you.
Okay, so the number one question that I usually get when I'm bringing partners on my team is, Kim, I just don't think I have time for this. How am I going to fit this into my busy schedule? So I wanted to talk about this just because I was working, in a full-time job where I was working 12-hour shifts. Like, I was seeing patients all day long. There was no time for me to be on my phone, doing the things. So where did I fit it in? I always got my workout in the morning before, or when I got home from work, but usually in the morning before I went to work. So that's part of our job, actually doing the programs. So I got my check mark there. I would have my Shakeology during the day while I was working. So that's another thing that I could check off the box. But like, I would get a lunch break. So yes, in the beginning, I would take some time during my lunch break and, follow up with any customers or anything that I had in my inbox. And then, on my days off, I would do like power hours because I didn't want to, I was working a lot. So it wasn't like I wanted to pour all of my time and days, but I did work hard and I worked effectively on my days off. So I would make sure that I was inviting to my groups, inviting to my team. And I also, when I came home from work, sometimes the nights were a little long, and I did talk to Jose when I first signed up, and I said, honey, I need 2 years. I was either actually going to go get my doctorate or I was going to do BODi. That was my options. And I said, I really want to try this. And so I told Jose, I was like, I need 2 years for you to help me at night. When I come home from work, you may need to be, my kids were little, like do the shower, do the bath, like put them to bed, because I may need to be following up with some of my customers after work. I can't let it go like days and days. And so we literally had to sit down and have that conversation, because a lot of people ask me, well, like, what does Jose do for you? Like, is he working the business? Like, the way that he works the business for me is that he took care of the tasks that we needed done at night so that I could actually work. Because if not, then I would have been like, doing some of the other things that, he helped with during the time when the kids were really little. And obviously now we have a lot more time on our hands. But in the beginning, when I was hustling, that's kind of when I found my pockets. And we have a business activity tracker, which is something that a nice little sheet of paper, or they have an online app, and it tells you everything that you should be getting done during the day. And sometimes I didn't get everything done, but if I checked the boxes one day, everything that I got done on day one, then I would move the rest to day two. And then I'd go back, when I first started, I couldn't do all of it, but I still did enough to keep pushing the needle forward rather than not doing anything at all. So, sometimes you can only do a little bit and you do what you can at that time and you just shut it down. And sometimes I even would set a timer for myself, like, okay, I have 30 minutes right now, turn off all the notifications and just do what I needed to do for those 30 minutes and then shut it down and feel good about it that I put in 30 minutes for the day. So sometimes there was more time and sometimes there wasn't. So that's how I personally did it when I was, working really hard. The other thing that a lot of people say to me, because I've competed and I'm really, heavy into the workout programs and all the things. And they're like, well, Kim, I'm not in my best shape yet. Like, I don't think that I can be a partner with BODi because I don't, I don't feel like I fit the look. And to me, I actually feel like you don't want to really fit any look. You want to be you, and whoever you are, then people are going to be drawn to you. And actually, it's really inspiring to watch someone go through their transformation, whether it's a physical transformation, a mental transformation, like whatever it is. you're just starting with whatever you have, and you're saying, okay, you know what, I'm ready to lose 10 pounds. And then you tell your people, hey, you know what, I'm going to start. We have like Bar Blend going right now. So I'm going to start Bar Blend. I want to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to do this nutrition program. Who wants to do it with me? Does anyone else feel like they fell off track during the summer? Stuff like that. And then you're just sharing your journey along the way and inviting people to join you. There is no look there, especially after going to like Summit, you see like there's people that are 18 years old. There's people that are 75 years old. There's, all ethnicities, all shapes and sizes. So please, like, don't make that as part of one of your hesitations, because you can do this at any stage in your life. And then the other thing that I was gonna touch on was the Success Club trip, which is like one of my absolute favorite trips that we get to go on. As Scotty was talking about how we are selling these, we call them total solution packs, where your customers are going to be getting a full year of BODi products. They're going to get, or actually the annual BODi workouts, they're going to get products, they're going to get nutrition programs, they're going to get mindset. And when you sell these packages, you get points associated with it. With these points, you go into a system where they then will send you, if you get a certain amount of points throughout the year, you get an invitation to go on the Success Club trip. So even as my first year as a brand new coach, I got an invitation to go on the Success Club trip. And I was so nervous, I almost didn't even go, because I'm like, I don't know anyone. This is going to be just uncomfortable, but that's what we do. We go outside of our comfort zone. And I went to the Dominican Republic and I was like blown away. Oh my gosh, this trip. All of my favorite trainers were there doing the workouts with us. We, had time to just like hang out and get to meet all the partners that we were with. I have gone on a cruise with my family. You can bring your children if they're under, I think it's 13 years old. So I brought my kids when they were little. I went to Dominican a couple of times. We went to Mexico a couple of times. So those are like some of the perks of, becoming a partner. One is the, what we call a Success Club trip. So there's a lot that goes into it. We have, what we call FAQs, as to like exactly how you qualify for it, but just know that it's definitely an exciting part of being a BODi partner. And that's it. That's my section.
Awesome. Thank you. I love the trips. Well, I just commented that we've been on 12 of them. And I didn't share that in my story, but that was one of my main driving forces. Is like, I remember seeing like a couple thousand people on a cruise ship with like my hero trainer, Tony Horton from P90X. And I was like, I'm a hard worker. I deserve to be there. So like, I asked my coach, like my sponsor, like, how do I do that? And that's one of the main things that drove me so hard my first year. Is I was like, I'm going to go on that trip. So I love that. Thanks for sharing that. And I do love all the tips about working in between, like all the gaps of time that you had, and having your husband help with things around the house. It's funny, like I'm an avid archery hunter during the whole month of September, and I still get all my work in. It's like my dad drives early in the morning at like 3:30. My dad drives for me, and I'm in the passenger seat for the hour and 45-minute drive on my laptop. And I pound out my whole hour and a half of work on the drive. And then, and then in the afternoon or the drive home, my dad's driving again, and I'll like follow up with some more people, check in. And so there's always time to do it. It's like using, instead of mindlessly scrolling TikTok, which I know some of you guys are doing because I fall into that trap, or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, use that time and build something awesome for your family. That's kind of what I tell my people. So we're going to pass the time over to Jeremy. Jeremy's a brand new partner on our team. I just got to meet him in San Antonio at Summit. So Jeremy, I'm going to let you share a little bit about your experience so far, and then we'll wrap this up with like, how do we get started and all that. Oh, you're muted still.
Oh,
there you go.
how about that?
Perfect.
All right. Well, yeah, as Scotty said, I am very new. I basically started right before Summit hit, and that is where Scotty and I got to meet in person. I'm gonna give you a little background here. You know, my story. I grew up as, you know, a multi-sport athlete, big basketball, track, you know, player all my life, and as I got out of uh, school, I went into the construction field, kind of field work and everything, and so um, I, I sort of always felt like I was in shape and this and that. And as I got older into my later 30s, I decided to explore other avenues, which, you know, when you go from being a field worker, there's really only one other place you can go, and that's the office. And then so I settled into some sedentary jobs, doing project management for construction, and realized that, hey, my metabolism's not what it used to be, and things like that. And so I started, you know, getting my gut and my dad bod and things like that going on. And so um, you know, I decided to start working out, and I was doing my own thing, and just it wasn't working. And so and honestly, my wife does Beachbody, and so I had watched her for a lot of times do some of these Beachbody workouts, and I was like, no, I got it. I'm good. I got my own thing. And again, I'm not seeing results, and I'm not seeing results. So cut to you know, last year, we find out that this workout, that this lift more is coming out, because one of my issues was like, well, I'm not lifting weights on the ground. You know, I already have a bench, and blah blah blah, you know, all the excuses. I'm not, you know. And so they came out with this lift more, and so it really piqued my interest. And so I ended up last summer, when it came out, I ended up doing lift more. um Fell in love with the process, the program. um I started seeing like results so much faster than trying to do it on my own. And so I started diving into the other parts of BODi. We have the nutrition and things like that. And I am actually, like, and my wife will tell you this too, I am the cook in the house. I do 98% of the meals and the prepping and all that stuff around here. And so nutrition is like my jam. And so uh, I started getting into Portion Fix, and started really diving into what Portion Fix has to offer. It's one of our two main nutrition programs. And really I started learning, hey, I can eat just about anything I was already eating. I just have to track it. And along with the results I was seeing from Lift More, you know, the weightlifting results and things like that, I started seeing like bloat loss and all kinds of things. And I'm starting to maintain this weight where I feel like amazing. And so from then on, I was hooked. And you know, I signed up as a partner this year, and a lot of that comes from my total belief in all the products and the nutrition and all of it. You know, it's honestly, I think I'd go broke if I bought every supplement I really wanted to use. So I actually have to like reel myself in a little bit sometimes. But there's not been a product or a program that I've tried from BODi that hasn't made me feel better, or that I've absolutely loved. From Shakeology to Energize to First Thing, Last Thing, I love it all. And so there's no reason why I can't put that love out there to somebody else, or anybody else that wants to, you know, feel like their best self. And so that's where I am. I know a little bit ago I touched on Summit, where I met Scotty. If there's one thing I can say about Summit, it's just get there. Get there and you will not regret it. The vibe, the people, the energy, the connecting with people that you only know online, in person, it's a total different connection. And there's, you fall in love with these programs, and you have the opportunity to do workouts with these super trainers that you've only watched on screen. And yeah, you're not meeting them up close and this and that, but you're still in the room with them, and it's still this extra energy that you don't get from the TV. And one thing to note too, when you do sign up as a partner, if you are following the trainings and the things in the first 6 months of your time as a partner, you can earn a free ticket to Summit, and that's worth anywhere from 175 to 225 bucks on top of what you're already earning. And so why not, right? Like, why not get yourself around that energy? Why not and make money in the meantime and just get these extra little bonuses? So if there's one thing I could say about Summit, is get there, meet people, feel the energy. They do a super workout. They close down like an entire, like, multiple city blocks and do workouts with 10,000 people out on the streets. It's just insane, and it's something that I think everybody who's remotely interested should experience. And yeah, just get there. That's and your business will. It's a catalyst for your business, is what it really is.
Awesome. I got a quick question for you, Jeremy.
Yeah.
I often hear, like, will I have any sort of training? Is there, like, how do I learn what to do? Is there trainings? What can I expect?
There is training galore. So aside from just the Team Beachbody website itself, which has a bit of a training catalog on there and everything, Scotty himself, there's dozens and dozens of trainings from Scotty alone just on YouTube. And if you go to his page, there's trainings on everything from getting started in the business to your daily activities. I know Kim talked about our business activity tracker a little bit, and Scotty goes through trainings on that. There's trainings on how to invite to the opportunity. There's trainings on compensation, which, if you dive in, the compensation plan is a little mind-blowing. So when Scotty, who has broken it down better than anybody I've ever heard, teaches it, you really start to learn things like that. There's trainings on mindset. And one of the things that I would say, not just the trainings on YouTube and whatnot, but when you do sign on as a partner, you dive into your team. There are people up that have been here longer than you that have found the pitfalls. They've found processes that work better than others. They, it's like, why not lean into the people that have been there, done that, right? And then even every week, BODi puts out what's called the National Wake Up Call. It's basically a way to boost your mentality first thing in the week. Monday morning, you're listening to National Wake Up Call. It's typically some partners had some success, and they're just sharing their story and how they've done it and what it's done for them. And it's very inspiring, and it really helps start your week off right. So the training's incredible. as far as if you lean in, if you choose to lean in, and this is one thing that, you know, when we put the disclaimer out, it's equivalent to the work that you want to put in. You know, you want to put in the work, you want to listen to the trainings, you're going to do really well.
Awesome.
It's all there for you.
I wanted to touch on one other thing too
Yes.
about the trainings. I have like 5 new girls that just signed up for the month, and we're in the middle of doing the new 28-day action plan. And what it is, you guys, they set up an app, a BODi Partner app, and I'm just starting it too. So we're all like brand new to this app, but I'm absolutely loving it. It's so easy. You log in and basically it'll say day 1, and this is what you're going to be doing. You're like maybe like 2 or 3 actions for the day. Like one maybe, okay, you're going to read about Shakeology today, or like today you're going to post something. And it's not, the interesting thing is that they don't want you always posting about BODi. Like they're stressing, like we're here to show up on social media, but you don't have to be a BODi billboard. Like talk about your family, talk about your interests, talk about, it doesn't always have to be like your fitness program that you did for the day. It can be like Scotty, like, hey, I'm out in the cabins here having a great time with my family, and like showing a picture of that. Like, I love that they're, really stressing, just to, put yourself out there and try to find your niche people, because they'll be like, oh my God, I'm just like her. Like, wow, she has a Labradoodle, I have a Labradoodle. And it like starts conversations. But yeah, so every day for 28 days, it has like little, like hints on what you could be posting or saying. And of course, the great thing about this business is you get to do what you want to do. So if you're like, I don't really want to post that, like you can really post whatever you want. But there's a lot of people out there that are loving the prompts, like, and my girls so far, they're doing great with it. And I think it's going to be really beneficial for the company. So when you join as a partner, you're going to get access into this, and you'll get your 28-day action plan, so that every day, you'll know what to read and research and, post if you want to post it, and you'll feel like ready to go by the time the 28 days is done.
Yeah, I absolutely, I love it too. I'm going through it with some of my new guys too. And I love the simplicity of it, because one thing I believe about this business is like, I'm the least organized person you might ever meet, and very naturally introverted. Like I had to take pre-workout and do like 50 push-ups before I got on this call. Like that's still me 12 years later, but I love the simplicity. And I believe this business can duplicate very simply by you just keeping it simple, fall in love with the programs, getting results, helping other people get results, and then teaching them how to pay it forward. And then, as someone comes in as a brand new partner, you can feel confident inviting to your team, knowing a couple of things. One, there's all these trainings that Jeremy listed, the new, the 28-day action plan training for a brand new partner, where they can hop in with you and go through step-by-step throughout a whole month and kind of learn all the habits and all the things that you need to do to be a coach. And one other thing that we do weekly trainings where we teach how to, whether it's marketing on social media, inviting, following up, whatever it might be, we're always training. But we also do these opportunity calls. So as you might be talking to someone about doing BODi, you can invite them to one of these at least once a month. And another thing that we're doing too, to help you guys out as brand new partners, is let's say they want to enroll. We then do like a team-wide getting started right call, where we walk through and teach you, okay, here's the steps. Here's the business activity tracker. Here's how to get into your 28-day action plan. Here's our group where we're going to help hold you accountable to your workouts. So there'll be a very systematic thing for you to plug into yourself, but also as you bring people on the journey with you. So another question I got, obviously, that you guys might have is like, what's the cost? Like, how do I get signed up and get started on my journey with BODi? So really simply, the BODi platform, which we mentioned, has thousands of workouts, all the nutrition plans, mindset masterclasses, and everything involved in that. A year access to that is $179 for you to be on your own journey. It's $179 for the year access. So there's that. And then you would want to talk with the person that brought you here, but I highly recommend getting a package that includes a 20-serving bag of Shakeology and a 20-serving tub of our pre-workout, because our pre-workout is like, I just told you guys I had my pre-workout before a Zoom call, not even just before my workout. I absolutely love it. And it keeps me away from energy drinks, which are not good for you. But there's a few options. You could do like a 30 serving bag of Shakeology. You could do 20 servings of Shakeology, 20 servings of Energize, or I could do a full month serving of our Energize pre-workout and our post-workout. Whoever invited you here, chat with them about your specific goals, and they'll help you pick which one will be best. But all three of those packages, when you get a package, it includes the year access to BODi and any one of those things, the Shakeology or the pre-workout and the post-workout. And that bundle, when you get that bundled together, is only $219. And the cool thing is the partner that brought you here has a discount code for $20 off of that even. So it's really just $199. And the thing that's also cool about that is when you get one of those package while enrolling as a partner, it waives the sign up fee to be a partner, because it's technically $40 to become a partner. But when you get one of those bundles during your sign up, it waives the $40 fee. So one thing I always talk about when I'm doing a one-on-one call with someone that wants to join my team as a partner with me is I say, like, I don't want you to ever have any surprises with this business or fees or anything that you're like I'm very transparent, because I built this business off of 12 years of integrity and helping people get results. I don't want people ever being mad at me. I'm a people pleaser, by the way. So I tell them, your access to BODi is $179, your Shakeology is $129, which for 30 servings, which is $4 a meal, or your Energize Your Recover comes to about that much as well. That bundle, when you get them together, is $219 minus the $20 promo code, so $199. So that's what you pay when you sign up. That's it, $199. You're enrolled, but then the next month, you'll have access to all the platform for the whole year. But the next month you'll be billed your monthly partner fee, which is $15.95 to have your business, which is the lowest overhead in any business I've ever heard of. Ask Tate Cox on here. He runs multiple grocery stores as the CEO of them. So $15.95 is the business fee that you have. And then let's say you got Shakeology, that would come on a monthly auto ship. And there was a question earlier that Steve asked is, do you get discount on your products like Energize and Shakeology? Yes, you get a 25% discount on all the products once you're a partner. So your Shakeology, let's say you enrolled with the challenge pack, the total solution pack with BODi and Shakeology. So the next month you'd have your $15.95 monthly fee, and then your Shakeology would come through at 25% discount, which is like right at just under $100 before shipping and tax. So that's what it costs. And then the cool thing is with your supplements, you can easily go into your account and change flavors, switch from Shakeology to Energize and Recover, or add things or take things away or postpone, cancel. There's never anything fees or anything hidden there. Like, you could just change things around just as you would like. So kind of think of it like a Costco membership, you're $15.95, except for you get to refer people to go to Costco to BODi and buy from your shop, and you earn commissions for it. So that's what it costs to sign up. That's the cost. That's the process of signing up. And then remember, you wouldn't bill your BODi is for the entire year. So, and immediately once you get enrolled, you could send someone a link, Steve, because you mentioned Energize or Shakeology, you could immediately send a link to someone to get Shakeology or BODi within an hour and earn your first commission. And then that would be paid. The commissions get paid weekly. So cool. Is there any questions before I kind of close this out so you guys can move on with your family? Because I told you guys 45 minutes, or 49 minutes. So is there any questions that you guys have while you're here live? Because I'm more than happy to answer anything else that might come through. Oh, I see one in the chat a few minutes ago.
I see one about like advancing rank and how many people you need if you wanted to advance rank. So for our first rank advancement, it's 2 people, either they're a partner or a preferred customer. So you could have 2 partners under you, you could have 2 preferred customers under you, or a partner and a preferred customer. And that will be your first rank advancement, which comes with additional income for you.
Yep. Cool. That was a great question. Thanks for asking that. Cool. The next thing I just want to invite you guys to do is to really just leave this call ponder about it, pray about whatever you do, pray about it, meditate about it, think about it, be like, how can BODi transform my life? Because it's very multifaceted. It's not just can I sell a product and earn a commission? It's the community. Like, I think the main reason I've stayed in shape for the past 13 years, like I'm turning 42 next month, is I believe because I'm accountable to other people. Like, I know that I have to continually show up for my customers and be an example. So I think that's one of the biggest gifts that BODi, outside of building a business and earning income, is the friendships and holding myself accountable to my own health and fitness journey, and being able to, when I eat a whole bag of red vines for some reason, because I still make mistakes like that, I'm like, oh, I got to get back on track. Like, what would I want my customer to do? So I love BODi for all of those reasons, the community, the mindset. I'm a completely different person. Can I tell you one thing, like a 2-minute story? So we're building our dream house right now, but it's not about that. I was out there looking at the progress yesterday, and I heard that my old boss is building right across the street from me. And he happened to be out there checking. They dug a hole to see if there was any lava or water. And we chatted. He stood at my window and we chatted. And like the last time I saw him, I was like 28 years old and worked under him and kind of like not confident. I hadn't done BODi. I hadn't worked out. Like, I was just like that kind of timid employee that's like wants to feel like you're like not get in trouble. Like, are you doing enough? Are you, not all that stuff. I don't know if you've ever been in a job and felt like that. Maybe it's just me. But I always looked at my bosses like that. But we had a 45-minute conversation, and he's just like, at the end, he's like, who are you? You're not the manual writer that we used to know. Like, as we just talked about life, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I was asking about their business. So it's like, I think one of the biggest gifts BODi's given me is just growing in confidence by communicating and leading and helping and teaching other people. That I think that's the biggest gift, that one of the biggest gifts that BODi has given me as well. So upon leaving, I want you to think about, how can BODi benefit me and my family? Who are some people in my life that need to get healthy and fit? Maybe I have a friend, maybe you have a friend that's like struggling to pay their bills, or they're unfulfilled at work, or they hate their job, but they love health and fitness, and you have the ability to build a team with them or bring them on board with you. Like, really think, who could I help? How could this benefit me and my family? I did an Instagram reel the other day. I put it up, and I'm doing a new program called Chop Wood, Carry Water. And like, there was this move that felt like I was on my toes and like doing this like thing that was like, it was so hard. I'm like, oh, this is so hard. And my 7-year-old was in there playing with Legos. And like, I was recording a clip of me, but I didn't expect this. He's like, you got this, Dad. Keep going, Dad. Don't give up, Dad. But it's really because his whole life, he's played in the same room where we work out and heard the trainers say, don't give up, push through. You're going to get stronger. Do the small things. So I think it's really cool that your family gets to see you be that example as well. So think about, how can this benefit you? Reach out to the person that invited you here and say like, okay, I'm ready to get going. What do you think is going to be the best for my specific goals? Tell them what you want to accomplish. They'll help you get enrolled. They'll set up a package for you. They'll get you your promo code. Then what I want you guys to think about is Tuesday, the 25th, I am going to be hosting. I have slides and everything teaching you all the things you need to do to get started. I'm going to do a team-wide getting started right call. So kind of the process will be, talk to your partner that invited you here, find out what package, get enrolled, get plugged into like your day 1 or day 2 of your 28-day action plan, and then come to that party on Tuesday where I'm going to teach you guys like, here's the things you need to do to earn that trip to Summit, to get to the Success Club trip that Kim talked about, help your first clients get on board. I'll show you how you earn money, like what the potential is and the possibility is. And that will be Tuesday at noon Mountain Time. So I'm losing my voice, so I better close this out and let you guys get back to your family. So thank you guys for being here. Even if you're like, I'm thinking of doing this, I'm recording it. You can get the recording from me or whoever invited you here. Send it to your best friend and be like, dude, I'm thinking about doing this. Like, do you want to do this with me? So all that's available. And feel free to reach out and ask questions if you have them. And we are grateful you're here.